The landscape of games during the 90s was a forever improving environment. With each year the games got more complex, and the bar of just what was expected from games was raised higher and higher. Of course, not all games are fondly remembered from the period, but towards the end of the decade, a game developer named Valve had something hidden up their sleeves, and in 1998 they revealed it, releasing Half-Life on the PlayStation 2, Mac and Windows. And with reviews such as 10 out of 10 on Steam and the 9.2 out of 10 from IGN, you can kind of see that this game was destined to become a classic among first-person shooter fans. And here we are 26 years later, still talking about the game, so I guess you can call that mission accomplished. But as anyone who's been involved with it knows, video game production can be a long, grueling period, where some ideas and assets have to be pushed aside for others, or cut completely. And during the development of Half-Life, there was something left in the darkness. Removed, but not entirely, lingering within the code of the game. This is going to be the topic of today's video, and this piece of cut content is called Mr. Friendly. So, here is Mr. Friendly, and first impressions are of course that it looks a little bit bizarre, sort of familiarly shaped, but at the same time, like nothing you've ever seen before, taking on numerous limbs and body parts from different animals that we're usually used to seeing in games, but we need to delve into just what this horrific creature is. And where better to tell us that than Half-Life's wiki page? Here's what the page has to say about the monster. Mr. Friendly's model is the size of a small horse. It was to be a crawling creature, walking on hoofed legs on its back and spears on its front, moving in a very awkward, shuffling manner and making a noise resembling fingernails on a chalkboard. It would act as a scavenger that ate the corpses of dead enemies. This behaviour would serve as a logical explanation for the disappearance of bodies, and this was done to improve the performance of the game. The enemy, of course, was cut from the game and never used, but with such a fleshed out model, and some lore to back it, why? Well, that's because this enemy had a very specific way of killing you in game, and without getting this video taken down, let's just say that it put something somewhere where, without you wanting it there, and not wanting it there until you were dead. Yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking, and if you're not, well, I don't think I can make it any clearer. This was supposedly intended to be the case, as the game would have been targeted to young teenage males, and the idea of an enemy which plays on the young idea that things that are, you know, quote, gay are bad, which of course is ridiculous. I know plenty of things that are gay. Soldier 76, for example, and he's just smashing, he's great. The design of the creature is very phallic, and well, that's intentional. Not by an actual artist, but by one of the developer's younger brothers, who was asked to draw up some mock-up monster designs along with small descriptions of what their abilities are. And when he handed over the design of Mr. Friendly, the team liked the idea of this enemy and implemented it within the game, but with its obvious sexual undertones it wouldn't have been allowed to be in the game, and the game wouldn't have got a teen rating, so the enemy had to be cut. And with all the ideas that surrounded this horse-like monstrosity, and looking at it now, I'm kind of glad. This is quite a step forward when it comes to a creepy enemy in a game, and when you compile the rest of the things around the enemy, it really doesn't surprise me that it never made it into the final game. But it'll always be something for the fans of Half-Life games to speculate on and wonder, will we ever see Mr. Friendly within a game? My guess is probably not, but tell me what you think. Let me know, do you think you'll ever see this in a game? I've went online and got videos of some of the assets of this character and some of the models and attacks that you'll be able to see now. I'll play the videos for you. If this sounds creepy to you and you like the sound of it, well, unfortunately, the character has actually been made non-canon by the people over at Valve, as they believe that it didn't suit the game at all. And it's unfortunate because if you go online, you can find numerous YouTube videos, you can find Half-Life pages, you can even go and look on the forums. People wanted this character. There's actually a whole group of people who really did want it implemented in the game. I'm pretty sure that there's probably a mod out there somewhere, but I'm not that good that I've gone and found it for you. There's probably is a mod that can put the character in the game now, like its intended purpose, but at the moment there is really no way of having it in the game canonically, which kind of sucks because it is a good idea. It's a character that if you did face in game, you'd probably always remember it because its design is weird, its attack is horrible, and overall, it's just a great character. It's a great enemy to fight with in the game. They really did try and step out the box. They even had the character have this attack where it knocked the ground and it'd knock your glasses off your head because Gordon Freeman, the character, wears glasses, and the game would become blurry for a few seconds until the glasses were placed back on your head, which is cool. It's an idea that, you know, games didn't actually implement for a long time. Anything like that. I can't actually think of a game where there are glasses involved and, you know, they make sight blurry. It's realism, and games now do lean into realism, but not in that kind of way where they make it part of the gameplay. So they had plenty of ideas that they never actually used. It's ridiculous how much gets cut. And it's not exactly like Half-Life is a huge game, because by today's standard it's really not. So it makes you think how many things are cut from games such as Skyrim, Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, you know, games like Dark Souls. How many things are left out of those games? I know there's YouTube channels dedicated to things that are cut out and sort of assets that never got used that could really change atmosphere and places in games, but if you'd like to see something like that covered by me, feel free to let me know. Of course, this is going to be the end of the video. My name is, of course, Skilloboy Jr. I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video and choosing me to entertain you for the last however long. I really appreciate all the support, the comments, the likes I get on my videos. It obviously inspires me to carry on and make these videos for you. If you'd like to see anything gaming related creepy, let me know down below, because I really love making these videos. I will catch you later.